Hi, I'm Maxim Velper. I'm a sound engineer behind Malex, founder of Digital Coma Network, the label and the studio where we make art. I'm a music producer and a sound designer for many different artists. To classify myself, I would say I'm a sound and technology designer. My aim is to create the best sound possible. Today I would like to talk about the Genelec and why I choose these monitors. They are Genelec 8320A. They came together with the subwoofer. Genelec is a brand which is known for over 30 years. They're on the market and they're developing, they're getting more advanced technology into their product. Starting with the design, the way that the monitor is shaped, the way the amplifiers work, always upgrade their drivers to take the sound to another level. The more they exist, better they are. I can clearly hear all of this technology inside the speaker. I can clearly hear that this is the sound I was looking for. Genelec are making smart active monitors that deliver neutral and accurate sound in the way it should be. It doesn't color your sound, it doesn't brighten it up. It plays exactly what it is, and it does it perfect in any kind of environment. Let's start with placing the monitors. Every room has its own dimension, every room has its own sound, so it also depends how you soundproof your room, how it will work with your speakers and how the walls gonna reverberate the sound, how all the reflections gonna work. Every room is kind of original place where it can be used for good or it can be bad for you. To get the right sound out of the monitors, you have to install them correctly. I had a man from Genelec visiting me to install them and came with a GLM box which we use for calibrating the monitors. We set up monitors the way that I'm sitting in the perfect triangle, I would say. So they are on the right level with my ears and basically I get the clear picture of what's going on. The plus of Genelec monitors is that the monitor is shaped that way that you can move around the studio and you will still have the correct picture of sound. The reason why you need to install your monitors on the right place is to get as close as you can to the sound you are working with. If you have wrong monitors, that's gonna be a bad side of your production. So if you have bad monitors, you technically can't go any further than hearing the wrong picture of your music. Reference monitors like these, it doesn't spice the sound up. The sound coming out of the Genelec monitors is clear and bright. I would say it's just pure. So perfect placement, good room is the access to become a musical engineer. That is the key to mixing. If you want to get on the stage of advanced mixing engineer, you have to have all these things. Then the way the monitors are placed, if you place them on your table, that's going to be terribly wrong. It just won't sound right. In this case, Genelec has their own isopod stand. The isopod stand basically helps to divide the room and the monitor. I would say they are like floating in air. All I have to say, placement of your monitors is very important. When they first came, I just plugged it in straight into my sound card. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I straight away boxed all the monitors I have in the studio and I said, no, I don't need them anymore. And after we calibrated them, now they sound even better than the day when they came. All the mixes I've done on not calibrated monitors, I have to remix again, because now I can hear the difference, now I can hear what is going on with my music. So what is the calibration and what is the process? That's the GLM network. It's connected to monitors and the subwoofer, and it comes with the software. You have to place the microphone on the place where you're sitting, and then we're testing how the speakers sound with the room. Thanks to the calibration of them, you can make it sound in any environment. When I have not calibrated monitors, what I heard is basically I couldn't get the right feeling. Whenever I mix something, I had to use my headphones. Now I don't use my headphones at all, because why would I? My monitors are not lying to me, they're calibrated, they're perfect. And then now if I want to move them, every time I move them around, I'm gonna find a better place for them, or the better installing position. I just run the GLM device, and I turn on the software, it calibrates again, and now I can continue making music. And the most interesting thing, I can take them with me to the hotel to mix something. I was like, I'm not sure, but I need to play the track tomorrow on the audience, or I have to be sure that it sounds right. They're small enough to take them with you, and they're perfect enough to help you anywhere you are. I took them to the village with me, and you put them on the table, you calibrate them, and that's it. Thanks to the isopod stand, you can play anywhere, even on the old table in the farmhouse. If you want to be a good engineer, you have to have a good equipment, you have to have the best equipment. I like the difference on my old monitors. Whenever we've been making a recording, let's say we're recording the hip-hop song, and then somebody comes with the beat, and then you have to mix the beat on the go basically, and then you want to mix the voice on the go, so your friend or a client, whoever came, he wants to hear the final result as fast as possible. Now I like the fact that you can straight away hear if you need to mix it, or if you need to equalize it, or you want to add some compression. You have a picture of should you equalize the voice that way or not, or should you mix the track. So the moment when the vocalist is recording, I can straight away equalize the voice because I know that I hear exactly what he's pronouncing in there or playing. Before, for me, it wasn't possible on the monitors. I had to use headphones every time I mix. When I heard how Genelec sounds and I compared them together, I don't want to hear the wrong sound anymore. I'm happy I made this decision. I'm not going back. For example, I'm using my monitors in the studio, and then I think like, okay, I want to go for a holiday, or I want to chill at home for a week or so. But I sort of want to have an access to, if I would like to listen to something or mix something, I can easily take them with me because of the size of them basically, and then because of the possibilities of calibrating. Let's say they are already calibrated at home. What I do, I take the monitors with me, I place them at home, and I run the software, and I choose the preset, which, well, like home preset, and I don't have to spend time on calibrating the monitors again. I just put them on the place where they were standing once I was calibrating them, and that's it. I can continue working from wherever I am. Visiting a studio somewhere else, you don't know how it sounds, you haven't heard the monitors which there are, and then you can have your monitors with you. Whenever you mix something, you can always use them to compare. You can use them to compare how your track sounds. So you trust your monitors, of course you sort of try to stick to the sound you trust, instead of thinking, oh, okay, I'm in a new studio, and does my track sound right? Is everything playing correctly? How would I know? I don't know how the guys set up them. I don't know what cables they use. There's nothing you know about the studio, I would say. Well, obviously if they have Genelec monitors, so you can sort of feel yourself home. In case if they're using something else, you can always have your small enough monitors, easy to carry. You can always have them with you. So yeah, that one of the key features is that you can play the sound on them in any environment. Home, farmhouse, hotel, another studio. What I can say is that now I'm not thinking about my monitoring. I finally fixed the monitoring issue. I have no problems monitoring my sound. So if you want to become a good engineer, if you want to hear sound properly, you have to have the best monitoring possible. And in this case I choose and trust Genelec, because the amount of technology and time and passion invested in them, the power of the technology inside speaks for itself.